Hi everyone, this is Ionic. So this is going to be a video about how to get through Skyshrine. So this is the entrance to Skyshrine in Awakening Lands, as you can see, and we will go through it. Talk about some of the things about the zone. So Skyshrine is on the Claws of Vishan faction, and if you want to turn in any of the armor quests and stuff, you're going to need an ally faction, which means you kill a lot of the Kale Giants. And you have to be careful with some of the mobs that you kill. Fortunately, Skyshrine is considered an outdoor zone, so movement speed, buffs, songs can be cast here. So, some of the armor I'm talking about, this is an example. These are two Skyshrine pieces of armor, top tier in the game. The Twilight armor for the Bard. Alright, so let's run through it. So one of the first things you're probably going to want to do is you need a key. It is this one, Shrine Key. This lets you get to Cobalt Scar. So to get this key, you have to talk to this guy, Ziglark Whisperwing. He gives you some quest where you take some platinum and some item to a trader guy in Kale, and then he gives you an item back, turn it back, and you're good to go. Or alternatively, you could just kill him. That's how I got mine. Some Necro was farming armor off these sentries in Guardians. There's some armor that drops off of them called Sentry armor, I think Guardian armor. It's pretty decent. But anyways, yeah. So he's the one who you get the key through. And the way you get to him is you come in the entrance, take a right, and he is right to your left. Alright, so now let's say you want to go selling. So you come in, take a left again, and take a left again. And this will bring you up to Sentry Kale, and he has two quests. Depending on which version of him is up, you can do either one. So this is an upgrade that I got. Dragon Tooth Choker. So it's actually pretty decent for the resists. It's essentially, I think you just turn in this one item in Kale. He gives you a thing that sees through this trader in Skyshrine. You give that to that trader in Skyshrine, and this pretty tough mob spawns. So you're going to want some help for that portion. But that's how this portion goes for him. So let's see, what version of you are up? Say, what Sentinel? So that's one of the quests he has, and the other quest is for this, Bracer Hammerfall. Summon Throwing Hammers, which is these. Not a lot of range, but hey, it's infinite. And it's just useful if you're a puller, you have something to work with. You get this by, it's like the shipment of Velium ore, and you run to Thurgadin, give some money to this guy in Thurgadin, and then run back and give it back. And this quest isn't hit 100% hit where you always get this bracer. Sometimes you get some other stuff. It took me about 4 trips. You might want to get a druid to port you around because it's a long run. It took me about 4 trips to get that particular item. And this is where you have some people that sell you food and stuff. Some of the only vendors I really know of in this zone. And then if you go farther down that tunnel where you were, it's Commander Lutsk, and this is the guy that gives you the scout tools for this particular quest, P99 Bracer of Benevolence. That's about right. So this quest is called Lutz's Task, and there's a scout roll that happens every 10 hours, where everyone does a roll of like Ran 1000. Whoever gets the highest gets to turn in their scout tools. And it spawns some giants in the zone, and you basically kill this head giant, turn in that drop from the head giant, the broken disc, to Scout Clarissa, and you get one of these items. All very good. These bracers are considered to be one of the best in the game. Part of what's so nice about them is the resists that are on them. They're huge. 12 magic resist is huge for when you're trying to become raid ready. But yeah, this is where you get the tools from, and they're free. So, those are some merchants and the scout tools. Now let's talk about how do you get to the use that the shrine key and farther through in the bank. So run left, take a left. Instead of going left here like you would for the loots, commander loots, and the vendors, you take a right. Go up the stairs, take a left again, and here you go. So you need that shrine key to click on that to get into Cobalt Scar. Let me show you the bank real quick. So it's a hidden door. If you fall down this, you come back out to Commander Loots. I can show you. Yep. Let's run through. So, if you go the other way, there's nothing really back here. There's some bartenders, but they don't seem to be... You can't seem to click them to actually sell. So that's why I mentioned those other the bakers. You can sell to them. This is the bank, Pyrox. Alright, so let's keep continuing on through Skyshrine. Alright, so you run through, and this is the shrine. That's how you get to Cobalt Scar. That's where you need the key for. And this is the next step. So you run through here. It's pretty straightforward. There's only really one way you can go. This is the trader guy that is for this turn-in. For this quest. So you get some item that reveals him to be a Kromzek, and then you kill him. This is the guy you kill for that Dragon Tooth Choker. But anyways, let's go ahead like we're going to do the armor quests. Let's see if my memory serves me right. It's a pretty decent run. And there is one trap that's on the way, so you do have to be careful. But one of the most fortunate things about this zone is the fact that since it is considered to be an outdoor zone, again, the move and speed buffs do work. Normally people will camp right here and kill these guys. Okay, go across the bridge. And step on this portal. And keep running up. Okay, so if I remember correctly, this is a part where you kind of need to know it's a maze. So you take a right, left, straight, then dead end. So you go down the right tunnel. And you go in this portal. Now you take a left. I use this cube as a guide. Straight. And then it's the one with the dead end. That's the dead end. And you're through. next area, you click on that. And now it's just a heck of a lot of running. I'm just going to go to the armor room because that's really what most people need to know about this particular zone. And again, that's how you get your class-specific armor. So the drops that have this specific armor is from HOT, or Halls of Testing, and Temple of Ishan, which is about 2 zones away. It's past Siren's Grotto and Western Wastes. And it's essentially you just kill some of these dragons and drakes and stuff, and some unadorned pieces of armor will drop. And all you need to do is get some specific Velius gems. Most of them cost about 100 plat. Turn it in with that piece of armor to these armor guys, and you're good to go. Oh, and one huge thing is you need to make sure you have ally faction, or you're out of luck. It will basically just eat your turn in. I think with Thurgadin you only need Warmly for the Thurgadin armor quest, but the stats on the Thurgadin armor isn't as good. Alright, if I remember, do I go to the right or do I go to the left? You go to the left. I think this is where the trap comes up. Yeah, so this is the trap. So if you go to the right, there's a ground trap, and I'll show you guys it. So if you want to go through this, you actually have to go to the left. Here's the trap. So I don't know where this is, but yeah, you might want to be careful, because if your faction ain't good, you might get smacked. For some reason, these evil eye things can move like a with crazy speed through. Alright, so just keep on running. There's another quest, I think it's for the Circlet of Falakin. It's a little bit farther down in Skyshrine. I'm not necessarily going to that in this particular video, but it is on the way. This is such a cool room. Look at that. And just click on this. And this is the armor room. So the Bard one in particular is this guy. You can see I'll call him ally faction. So each one of these for the particular classes, and for the helm, a lot of them I think don't have any graphic. So you just turn in your helm to this guy, Lauksmith Soren, and he'll give you one that actually does have a graphic on it. Now to get out of here, to get back, you run which way? Run to the right. So this is how you get back. Now let me look this portion up. I think it's the green. The red orb will teleport you to the first level of the tower. Clicking the green orb will teleport you to the pool. And yep, right back again. So let's click through and get into the next spot. And one last thing I'd like to show is the Velius port keys. So this is the only one that's really forces you to have a key to get through. So one of the things about Velius is in order to use the druid rings or the wizard rings, whatever it might be, the port rings, you need to have a fang for it. And the last fang that basically gives you access to the entire continent is this tooth, the Cobalt Scar. Prior to getting this, the key to click through to the shrine, you can only get the Awakening Lands key. So these fangs, you just run to the druid port, and it's on the ground. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. Just pick it up, and you're good to go. And all these keys, they are corpse bound. So if you die, they'll still be on your corpse. Same thing with all these keys. The Sebulus key, the port ring, the one for chair assist, and the one for the shrine. So that's a trick. But alright, thank you guys for watching, and the next video will be on how to get through Siren's Grotto.